Hi there, how are you doing? Hope things are fine with you. I'm beginning to start a new channel called Salish Bhatta Coaching, which will help all of us to understand soft skills. But today's program is on sales. We would like to do the level 1 training program for our clients, and we would be starting off with the program Learning the Ropes. Learning the ropes is a idiom that generally people use when they are starting off something new. In the learning business, when you are studying a subject and when you want a complete package of that topic, we call it 101, like business management 101, retail 101, time management 101. It's like the most elementary thing. So learning the ropes is the elementary program that we are keeping it for our clients who at the showroom would exhibit the skills that are necessary for people to take it ahead when they are dealing with clients. So retail is a very vast and a very comprehensive concept. When we talk about retail, there are so many things that suddenly come into play. So it's not about the mom and pop stores, which we are talking about buying groceries, where a certain behavior exhibited by a salesman or the mom or pop who's handling the store, or the kirana store as we call it in India, they need to practice. There is a demand and the supplier supplies it. In the luxury space, in the business of retail, the same doesn't apply. There is a kind of a push mechanism. There is a push mechanism which is needed for all businesses. Nobody comes to your shop to buy jeans or denims or a tape recorder or a TV or a video. They perhaps want to scout the possibility of a TV or a tape recorder or a sari or a denim. But it is your initiative that would push the product to them. And that's where the experience of a salesman comes in. Learning the ropes is all about understanding your customer, valuing his emotions, valuing his needs, valuing your products, valuing the price at which you would be able to supply the same. At the same time, able to connect with the emotional need of the guest or the customer. You bring that product's benefit and connect to the emotion of your client. And that's how a sale is made. So the entire transaction of sales has few components. First is there is a person called as a customer, a client, or a guest. Many people call it as guest because they are visitors to your store and we treat them like guest. Then there is a concept of a product which has a certain benefit. Then there is a concept of an emotion which rings between the product and the person. It is the emotional connect. When you see something, when you smell something, when you hear something, those senses create vibrations in our body which leads to certain emotion, which an emotion leads to desire, and desire creates wants, and a wants makes you to or compels you to an action which is the act of buying. So you see the entire process of sales is psychological. If I'm not buying a product, it's only because either I don't want it. So the psychology of my mind says that I don't want to spend money because I have it. My need is satisfied. The other psychology is that I may want it, but not right now. I have other priorities. So you see, there is a psychology, there is an emotion. Oh, right now I don't want to buy a television because I have to pay my child's fees. So what are we talking here? We are talking about purely psychology, and it is in the interest of the customer service associate or the associate or the sales staff to understand that he connects with that psychology. I may want to change my priority in the sales room. I may think about a certain behavior that yes, I do want to buy a television. Maybe if there was a kind of a credit plan or an arrangement which would help me to take a decision now. So it is my effort as a salesperson to play or to help him with the emotional need, and at the same time psychologically lower his barrier of not buying into a possibility of buying with the help of certain other influences, the environment, which is also called as funding or finance. So please understand, what I spoke to you in last 5 6 minutes requires intensive training, and it is this training that we call it as learning the ropes. While we are just talking about purely psychology, the next level of a sales is when we negotiate, when we try to get into a win-win situation. So that would be another chapter which we would be including in level 2. Thank you for listening. This is Sailesh Bhatia, and welcome to this program.